This is from ESPN's First Take. Dan Orlovsky, Damien Woody, former NFL players, on if the Browns' chances of making the playoffs are in jeopardy.
We had question marks that is Cleveland a playoff team with Deshaun, who had started to have moments that were better football. And now we're not hesitant to. I understand the defense is great. We're not hesitant to think that their playoff hopes are done. I think there's a lot right now. The playoff hopes are very much so in question because we're sitting here saying, I think we feel good. 3 teams are probably getting in at least from this division.
Yes.
We'll see who. But let's say that Cincy and Baltimore are in. Let's just hypothetical, right? And then it comes down to Pittsburgh or Cleveland. So you mean to tell me Cleveland with DTR, we think they're better than Pittsburgh or likelier in the playoffs than Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Cincinnati, Houston, Indy?
Let me ask you this question. At any point this season, was the Cleveland Browns winning because of their quarterback play? No.
It's a good point. No, it's a great question.
At no point this year, outside of the second half against the Ravens, this team wasn't winning because of quarterback.
I think it's even bigger.
Not at all.
And Jackson, that was the perfect answer or the perfect question to ask that argument.
Yeah, I mean, all the teams that Dan Orlovsky mentioned, they have flaws. They've had inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Damian Woody hit the nail on the head. The Browns have won games in spite of their QB play this year. I mean, you had P.J. Walker out there and, Kareem Hunt, the defense, Jerome Ford, these guys stepped in, made big plays, and put the Browns in a position to win. Yeah, P.J. made a couple plays, but we weren't winning because of him. We were winning in spite of him. And, Deshaun, the games that he had, the second half of the Baltimore game was great. But Arizona, Tennessee, those games were because of the defense. Cincinnati was because of the defense. Deshaun made plays, make no mistake about it. But all these teams in the AFC have their flaws. The Browns have the best defense in the league. I mentioned the solid running game with Ford and Kareem Hunt. Amari Cooper's been great. David Njoku's been great. Elijah Moore had a breakout game on Sunday. The pieces are all there. You just need average quarterback play with flashes of above average to elite level play. And I think the Browns are in a position, just like all these other teams in the AFC, that they can still sneak in despite not having their franchise guy, Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, the other thing is the Bengals, if they don't beat the Ravens tonight, they fall 2 back because they lost to the Texans last week. So that's again, you're asking the Bengals to go into to Baltimore and beat the Ravens. Let me know how that works out. We saw that last week.